mine. Everybody wave. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Welcome to The Drafters, Episode 8, Our Blades in the Dark, actual play, live show. It's great to have everyone back. We've been gone for 2 weeks, which is normal. But without further ado, let's go around the cast and introduce ourselves and, our characters and whatever our lovely storyteller has for us to do. And go ahead, storyteller, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Theater Nerd. You can find me on the internet as Theater Nerd. You would think I would know how to do this after being on I don't know how many episodes of stream shows, but I can't. And I don't. I use they them pronouns, but I get to play everyone who's all sorts of pronouns. And today, from all y'all, I would like to know what book should your character happen to be members of the book club, what book they would recommend for the book club.
Okay. And we'll start introductions with Jason. Welcome, fam.
Hello, my name is Jason. I'm a he/they kind of human. And today I will be playing Dr. Biscuits the Leech, who's a discreet doctor, scientist, engineer, philosopher. I don't know. Pretty much every department in the university he's been disgraced from. You don't know how. He must have time travel or something. What book would he recommend for the book club? Given that he's Dr. Biscuits, it would probably be either the multiple processes involved in distillation of Leviathan blood, either that or a brief history of time, depending on whether or not he was feeling casual.
All right. Thank you. Next we have Jamie. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks. It's good to be back. I'm playing Patches, or Patrick. He's a glorified manservant. Not, I'm just kidding. He's a babysitter. He takes care of everybody. But more importantly, he's a spider. He pulls all the social strings. And book he's reading, he's probably reading like some scummy romance novel, like the glass blower's daughter or something.
The glass blower's daughter.
Sounds dirty.
Yeah, it does.
So that's, yeah.
So of course that's what Patches would go for.
I love it.
So he gets his kicks.
Despite Patches being like the only mature member of the group.
Everybody has their weaknesses.
It's true. All right. Thank you so much. Sahara, welcome back.
Hello. It's good to be back. Yeah, I play Ilya, the one who recently had a lot of character stuff on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And for a book club, I would normally say a romance novel, but I don't know any of them. And based on recent circumstances, I would do a How to Be a Honeypot book.
I don't know, perhaps something by Chuck Tingle?
Maybe by something by Chuck Tingle. I like it. I love it. How to Be a Honeypot. Cool. Hi, everyone. My name is Rizzy, or Val. I am a she-her kind of person. I am bringing Royce, Mr. R.C. Cola himself. He is a he-him and the hound of the group. He is not currently invited to book club, and that is a contention in this entire series. But if he were to bring a book that he didn't write himself, it would, because that's his long term. Nope, he would still write it. He would bring his Redwall fan fiction.
now canon. Redwall exists in this world.
So,
I have an important question.
yeah.
Is your Redwall fan fiction starring an otter character?
Yeah, like, that's obviously what it is. Like, I don't... like,
Oh my god, it's not self-insert fic, it's buddy insert fic?
it's buddy insert fic, yes. But, yeah. So, a couple things before we get started. Hey, we are a viewer-affected game, so if you want to affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations, you can do that. Every 100 biddies gives a reroll to anybody you see here who can roll dice, so that's everyone but the Dungeon Master. Well, Game Master, Storyteller, whatever they call these people that run the Forge in the Dark games. And if you subscribe to the channel, you can give us an autocritical, so that way we can sway demons to not murdering us, because they're also part of the book club, because it is canon that, you know, everyone is a part of this club. Hi, Anino. And if you just straight up donate money, you know, just kind of let us know what you want to happen. There are obviously limits to what can happen in this game, but you can maybe create an NPC, maybe make some random rocks fall. Like, we'll see. There's lots of things that have been done on this channel for this. And on top of that, hey, we're charity streaming, everyone, for the Black Visions Collective. You can go to blackvisions.mn.org. They're an organization out of Minnesota fighting social prejudice and injustice and making sure that Black lives in that area get their voices heard. And so we're helping that out. And so you can !charity to learn more about that. On top of that, myself and my good friend Mr. Robbie Rollins are matching all of my sub points this month to with $1 to the Black Visions Collective. We will, as of right now, I believe there are 21 sub points for the month of June, and so that's 58, if I'm not mistaken, dollars that we have raised so far, so just on our end. So if you got that Twitch Prime that's just kind of hanging out and you want to use it, then you can do that. Or if you don't have a Twitch Prime and you just want to pay money, you can do that too. It's fine. So, without further ado, hey, Theater Nerd, take us away, fam.
Hi, my name. Today, I think we decided you're going to try to bamboozle bluecoats at a club. Maybe in the red light district? ? I don't know exactly what your plan on where is. For information, because your friends keep getting arrested by them and assaulted. Or at least questioned.
Yes.
And Royce feels guilty, because I think he was the one that ultimately suggested it.
Hey, Royce is very much on the whole fuck the police bullshit, so fuck him. Let's go bamboozle them.
They're not technically the police, though they act much like the police.
Yeah.
The bluecoats are definitely the police.
They are definitely the
They're
cops.
the police without the guise of being like they're just realists. They're like, yes, we are organized criminals.
Well, right. My point was that technically they are criminals. They just have weaseled their way into
authority.
A position of authority.
Yeah,
was more my point. But
the police are criminals too, so
exactly. That being said,
I mean, touche. But
touche.
Anyway, I think we were about to. I think we had done our engagement roll. Did we do our engagement
did. Prime,
roll?
what of it?
Maybe we didn't, or we were getting close and ran out of time.
Yeah.
I guess I could look at the rolls and be a good.
I think we did that.
Yeah,
the
we did we did the fortune roll. It looks like.
Oh, we did?
Well, I did a fortune roll. I don't know exactly. I don't think it might have been the fortune roll too.
No, because engagement is different.
Yeah, so it's
Cool.
so we didn't do our engagement roll yet. Mm-hmm.
So let's
decide our vote.
Let's finalize your plan.
Mm-hmm.
Which, don't forget, you can do flashbacks and stuff, so you don't have to plan every bit of minutia on how you're doing this.
I think the plan was that we have Cecilia essentially gonna use her position in the district and in her place of employment to bamboozle Bluecoats. We had Dr. Bisix on the inside, like first, and I was gonna give support on the outside because I can snipe shit. But I wasn't quite sure what. That's like what I just remember. So if anyone else remembers something else, please help me. I play in 9 games a week. Someone help me. Like,
Why don't we have Celia roll gather information if we haven't rolled anything for that? She's the one who has an in.
that is true.
Cool. Because you're the one gathering information, I'm going to have you roll whatever. Well, what action are you going to use to gather information?
Well, because I'm probably trying to go at this at the way of a prostitute and such, I'll probably do sway.
Okay.
That's your martial art. Way of the prostitute.
So you're gonna sway your hips?
Exactly.
Sway something.
I actually didn't know. Alright. And my position, I'm guessing, will be controlled or
Yes. And I'm gonna have you roll with an extra die.
Alright, effect standard. Right. And
That's a 4.
Yeah.
That's a success.
not the
I'm going to have you just want to see something here. Because there are certain questions in your character sheet you can ask, but go ahead. Those are suggestions, but go ahead and ask me 2 questions on about the place and what you're trying to do.
Alright. So it's just any place that we're asking?
Correct. So at the very, very bottom of your character sheet, there's a heading that says gather information. And those are some examples of questions you can ask to gather information and things your character would probably know.
Alright. So I'm probably going to be asking where has the people that'll most likely be swayed, though if that's a bit too much, I can do something else.
You know that there are some people who come in and see the same girl every night. And there's some that just sit at the bar and drink. So you know that in your case, or for what you're trying to do, you're probably going to want to target someone sitting at the bar.
Okay. And then my second question will lead off of that. Who at the bar seems most likely to open up? Kind of like most drunk, most willing to risk something.
Yes. So you notice a gentleman at the bar who you see quite frequently. And he seems to have several glasses around him from various liquors. And he also is wearing, like, maybe he's not wearing it anymore, but there is like a jacket nearby him with the insignia of the Bluecoats.
Mhm.
he's at least a place that you can start to get information from.
All right. So seeing that, I would probably just pat Dr. Biscuits on the shoulder and be like, I'm going after him, watch my back. And then walk up to the person.
Okay, I want you to go ahead and give, or someone give me a fortune roll or an engagement roll to see what's going on here.
I think that's
Alright.
still definitely Sahara.
How many dice on her engagement roll?
I forgot I'm supposed to do stuff. I'm rusty.
Ugh!
God, I can't roll dice, and now you're asking me these kind of questions?
All right then, we'll just take 5 dice and go with
No,
it.
no.
5? Why stop at 5? Why not 10?
So you get 1. I would say this is a particularly bold and daring operation, so you get a 2. I'm going to say the plans detail expose the vulnerability of the target. But you lose 1 because technically the blue coats are at a tier higher than you. So 2 is the answer to your question.
All right. And I think this is the first time that I myself have done the engagement roll, so.
Yeah.
You
Well,
have,
maybe-
just as a
but-
reminder, Sahara, at your disposal, 3 rerolls and 4 auto crits.
Oh, well.
So
I,
you could make my life miserable if you really wanted.
I guess because I have so many auto crits and I always seem to forget I have them, I guess I'll use one.
Cool.
Crit on an engagement roll is either really nice or really obnoxious for the theater nerd. If there
Oh,
was-
there's still ways to make this extremely difficult because you're dealing with an intoxicated man. It's fine.
yeah,
I mean, what? Did I?
It means we start in a controlled position and the first obstacle is already overcome.
So you walk up to him, and he seems to notice you. And do you say anything when you walk up to him?
I just say, hello. Funny seeing you here. Obviously trying to act like the smooth header. Whatever.
I see you here all the time. Do you,
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like you work here.
Well, maybe I do, but of course. I'm just happy to see that you are here.
Gives you a side glance, takes a long drink of whatever he was drinking, probably whiskey or some alcohol like that. Well, why are you happy to see me? No one's ever happy to see me.
Well, I lean up close and with one of the empty glasses I'm around him, I do the weird circle thing. And I'm like, well, I just felt like I needed to see someone tonight. And you seem like just the man. Care to have a little time with me in exchange for some secrets?
I usually just come here for alcohol.
Well, you can always try something new.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Okay.
Before we go any further, do we want to go ahead and make sure everybody has a load marked
Oh
off?
yeah, we should
Mhm.
probably do that.
I
Do
have
that.
heavy looked off today.
Dr. Biscuits is pretty much always medium, so
Yeah, I feel like I might be light just because if I am heavy, it might ruin the operation of my part.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
light as well.
Fantastic. but I still do want a roll.
Yeah, of course. A 4?
You do have a reroll. Well, you have several rerolls. Unless you
That's,
wanted to keep your 4.
that's a success with consequence, so.
To be honest, I think the success with consequence would be really interesting story-wise, so
Okay.
I might keep it.
Okay. Well, you can do that. I mean, I'm married with a wife and 2 kids, but I mean, maybe I have some secrets.
Ooh, what are they? Now I'm interested.
I mean, he turns around to the jacket on the back of his chair. Do you know what this means? He kind of like tries to pull it off and can't because he's been enjoying himself too much. So he like pulls up the sleeve like over his shoulder.
I think I might have an idea, but why don't you tell me?
I'm a blue coat.
Ooh. And what do you do in the blue coats?
Well, I used to interrogate people. You know, all the stupid criminals all over the place. I'm sure you've had your fair run-ins with some.
Oh, yes. They seem to be everywhere here.
I mean, you think the government runs the town, but it's really the gangs.
Yes. But with a town like this, even if a government did run it, who knows how good they'd be. But, I mean, the blue coats, you guys, you're doing good, aren't you?
I mean, we try to keep our fingers on the pulse of the happenings going on.
I see. That sounds quite amazing. Is there any criminals that you heard about recently? Some that might be quite interesting to you?
Go ahead and roll again for me. It's still a controlled and standard situation.
Or I cannot roll.
I mean, I suppose you could not roll, yes.
Just because I feel like I probably won't use them anytime else, I'm going to use another automatic success.
All right.
So that's not just a success, BT dubs, but okay. So you see him kind of like get a little bit closer to you, and with that he kind of like whispers in your face, and it reeks of alcohol at this point, his breath, and he goes, I'm not really supposed to tell you about this, like blue coat business is blue coat business.
Of course, but I can keep a secret.
Well, we heard about this gang called the Drifters, and this kid named RJ Cola. He's been causing a lot of trouble around the city.
What type of trouble have they been causing? I haven't heard of them here.
Well, we heard that RJ and his gang, and he's being much more hushed about telling you all of this. But we heard RJ and his gang, they've been causing trouble down by the docks, and assaulted a poor guy in his wagon.
That sounds dangerous. I might have to stay away from there. And their name is RJ?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you know anyone else's name in the group?
there's this guy. His nickname is Pitches. I think he likes baseball. And then there was this very studious type guy named Professor Pancakes. And that's all I remember. I didn't do the interrogation for this one. This is like what I heard through the grapevine.
I see. Do you think we need to warn other people of the drifters? Because
I mean, we're gonna try to find them and deal with them eventually.
But aren't there more dangerous criminals out there right now? I mean, they've only have one thing against them so far that you know of, right?
I mean, yes, as far as I know. I mean, I'm not an investigator. I just try to get the information out of people. And this is like the first time you look down like at his hands, and it looks like he's probably like punched the living daylights out of people because his knuckles are pretty bloody. And you wonder if it's all his blood or what, but
I see. Well, thank you for telling me all this. Of course, I'll keep everything a secret. If you ever want to tell me anything more, well, I'm always here.
I mean, I see you every night I come here.
Of course.
But I have to be careful because some of the other guys are here and they would tell my wife. I couldn't do that to the kids.
Well, what if you came with me and a friend? Then it won't look like anything is happening.
Well, I might have to take you up on the offer some other time.
All right. Well, if you ever want to vent to me about work or just anything that you cannot tell anyone else, my lips are always sealed.
And I think it's at this point that you actually see someone in a blue coat come up towards the two of you.
Oh, hello.
And this guy just clocks the ever-living daylights out of the guy you've been talking to. It looks like he might be of higher rank than the guy who you were talking to. It's almost like he might have overheard. He may have maybe not overheard, but seen him lean in close to you. Oi, you can't be telling all our secrets. And the guy I didn't say anything.
What secrets? Secrets about his family? Because they sound quite interesting.
Make a roll for me.
Okay. Oh.
You have rerolls, BT dubs.
Okay. I'll try one.
All right.
I'll try one, and if it doesn't work out, then...
Really more of a waffle.
Oh, well, of course, now you're going to crit because I reminded you of this. Jesus Christ, I should keep my mouth shut.
Hey, people, this is why people pay us money, okay?
Yeah, I was trying to make sure this didn't go down quietly, but apparently the dice wanted to go from one extreme to the other.
Dear viewers, if you want to troll Theater Nerd, please donate now.
And here's how to order, anyway.
Throw them biddies.
6 to 8 weeks for shipping and handling.
2 payments of $19.95. Sorry, thoroughly went on a Billy Mays and Bob what's his face
Billy Mays
Great.
here. But wait,
Billy.
there's more.
We got you. fam.
Anyway, this guy kind of looks at you and gives you an eye, and then he's going to kind of ignore you, and you get the feeling like he might believe he talked about the family, but you also wonder if this guy is also family. They look like facial feature wise very similar. And it's at this point he picks up the other guy by like the lapels and pulls him off the chair. Because I'm gonna say he's still wearing a collared shirt. I forgot the other guy doesn't have his jacket on, but you know what I mean. He grabs him by like the collar, picks him up out of the chair. Does anyone else want to take an action?
I want to do a flashback.
Okay.
So earlier before all this happened, during the shift change, I snuck in and knocked out the bartender and stole his outfit. And so it's been me, Patches, in disguise the whole time behind the bar.
Okay, I like this.
I am approving of this plan.
I'm sure this probably takes some stress.
Yeah,
Or
it's gonna be
something.
one stress, and I would like you to explain to me how you're going to do this, and you're going to make a roll. And if you want to use your auto
Sure.
crit, by all means, frickin' do it.
Let me see what I have.
If you want to troll Theater Nerd some
But
more.
I mean, first of all,
It's fine.
I have finesse, so I'm gonna try and use my vial of slumber essence to drug this guy's water or his drink or something.
Okay.
Or maybe I just sneak up behind him and like chloroform him with it. I don't know how it works,
Okay.
but you know, if it's up to me, then yeah, that's how I do it.
Okay. I want to know how Patches is thinking about
serve
making.
drinks in your drink in you serve drinks in here now, and I put them in the janitor's closet.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me.
So what is this? Risky, controlled, desperate, or fortune roll, or what we got here?
I'm going to probably say it's risky, but it's standard effect. Because I also am imagining the sleeping vial kind of being like chloroformy type substance.
It gives me an extra die because it's a fine item.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Or no. It would have only been the 2 dice. I don't think it would have been the 6.
How
It's
many?
not
How many
fine.
dots?
I was thinking that the italics meant that it was fine, but it actually just means it's 0 load. So
Yes.
it would have just been a 4, not a 6, which I'm fine with.
Okay. Dope. Anyway. So in that case, I think what happens is you manage to like get the guy to the closet, you drug him, and somebody sees you coming out of the closet suspiciously, having never seen you at this establishment before. But kind of just is like in a hurry to do something else and doesn't question you at the moment about it.
Hey, keep that in mind.
So someone knows you did something other than the bartender.
Well, now I'm behind the bar, and I'm gonna be like, gentlemen, let's just round on me if you guys will just calm down and settle this outside, or maybe not at all, or maybe later. Just shut up and have a drink, and shut up. Most importantly, and I'll pour some beers. Technically, I'm stealing all this, so I'm just gonna put them.
Shh, no one has to know. Shh.
I'm putting them on the bar for them.
The second guy goes, well, my brother here is cheating on his wife, and our family doesn't take too kindly to that. You saw him. He was sitting by the girl, eyeing up Ilya specifically,
Mhm.
telling all my family secrets.
Uh, well, gosh, what do I know about this bar? Is it a shady place or is it like a nice establishment?
Well, you know that my character goes here pretty much every day after night.
It's not a shady establishment. Like, this business is on the up and up, even for what it does.
High
All right.
high class prostitutes.
Yes,
Do I
I guess
know?
those were the words I was looking for.
Do I have any like blackmail or anything, or do I know anything about this family?
Um,
Other than they're just a couple of blue coats.
I would say probably not.
All right.
Unless Ilya shared that, like, this guy, the one guy frequents the establishment. You don't have much of anything that you
I,
could use as blackmail.
I believe you only heard the parts that he said loud enough for you to hear when we were at the bar.
Because otherwise he was pretty, like, close to.
I'm drawing blank here.
Does anybody else want to do anything? Dr. Biscuits, you're inside, I would assume, maybe.
So, given that Ilya is on her own again, but has obviously been talking, my intention is to go up to Ilya and essentially, like, ask her to pass on any information she got while pantomiming trying to hit on her. And then when I've got all the information, I'm like, okay, great, slap me.
Yeah, I'd lean in close like I'm trying to join in on the hitting on each other and then just say, seems like they don't know about me. They knew about the three of you, but they got your names wrong. I don't know if it's because their information is wrong or he is drunk.
Oh, that is most concerning. We're definitely going to have to follow up on this, and we might even need to get in there and get a hold of their records.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is excellent work, though.
Mhm.
All right. Now, slap me loudly for the crowd to see that you've rejected my advances.
I'm going to say you can just do it because he's basically
Yeah.
holding his face out for it to happen.
It's for show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to just have a big, like, red handprint across your face.
I think for show, she would make sure that the lip coloring she uses shows. She would just kiss his cheek and then slap right where the kiss mark is.
Ooh, sassy. Okay.
So I'll like stand up. And I'm like, if that's the way you want to be, and then I'll start walking over towards the bar and go, hey, bartender, you're cute. I am kind of making a spectacle of myself to basically, draw attention.
Like I should have used a couple of fine constables to take this lunatic out of my bar, and I'm trying to I guess I'm trying to bait them into the distraction as well.
Who are you calling a lunatic? I am deranged, sir.
Go ahead, Jammy and or Patches, and roll for me to see how good of a show that you put on for.
All right. Oops. Let's see. I'm gonna use I'm gonna count my fine cover identity as my bartender's
Okay.
outfit, and use that to get an extra die here. I meant to put risky, but
Doesn't really matter at this
as long
point.
as you know what it is.
I think what happens is in a like tussle to try to jockey for who's going to remove Dr. Biscuits, what you end up getting is how many ever beers you put on the counter or on the bar get like knocked over in your direction. But they like the one brother, the drunk brother, the highly intoxicated brother, they both are probably both have been drinking. Yeah, they're both a little drunk. The guy without his jacket on kind of like pushes, like tries to use the bar to get up and scramble to like escort Dr. Biscuits out. And the other brother kind of like pushes him to the side, and they're jockeying. I think what ends up happening is like in some of the cop or in some movies you see where like one cop takes a guy by one arm and the other that's ultimately what ends up happening to Dr. Biscuits.
Dr. Biscuit is gonna get incarcerated. We gotta help him now. We have a whole nother problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna protest a bit as they come for me, and as soon as the first one lays any hand on me, I'm basically just gonna go limp and slack. So.
And make it impossible or make it difficult.
Make it difficult, but I'm not resisting.
No, I think they probably just dragged your limp body out of the bar. So Royce, you eventually see Dr. Biscuits being taken out by two blue coats.
All right. It's time for my boy to shine. As he kind of like sees them being dragged out, he would like to first like sort of follow them a little bit ways out from the bar, like so that they're kind of like down the street or whatever, where there are just less people.
Okay.
Sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which one has the better I would like to look to see which one has the better grip on, like, the one who's physically controlling the situation, like, Dr. Biscuits more than the other.
Go ahead and make a roll. But for you, it's control standard because they don't have a clue where you are.
I will do a survey roll for that. Controlled standard. No extra dice. It's a 5.
Okay. I think what you see, so you see two men holding on to Dr. Biscuits. The guy with the jacket who seems less intoxicated and the other guy who seems to be a little bit more intoxicated. Like he doesn't seem as sure on his feet, if that makes sense. Where are you hiding when you're looking at?
Definitely just kind of like how do like you imagine like the environment around this bar itself and then leading to it.
Well, so it's probably a lot of like other businesses and storefronts in this particular part of the town. I don't know how easy it would be for you to get on roofs, but there are probably some less lit like alleyways.
Yeah, I'm definitely kind of like skulking in the shadows of like the alleyways for this. Like I imagine the way that I kind of like imagine this is like he might have been on a roof when Dr. Biscuits was being dragged out and then like went down to follow.
Right.
And so as I'm as they sort of just like walk past, I would like to wait until they're in a less, because I'm assuming blue coats are gonna go beat the shit out of Dr. Biscuits, but they're not gonna do it out in the open. So I'm kind of waiting to see if they're brought out, if they bring him to a bit more secluded area.
So what happens as you're following behind them?
Mm-hmm.
Because a 5 is only a success with consequence.
Mm-hmm.
I think you hit like a patch of gravel,
Mm-hmm.
and the less drunk guy with the jacket on, with the coat on,
Mhm.
he hears like the crunch of the gravel against like the cobblestone road.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks around, and turns around, and
I'm gonna
And-
like immediately just sort of like pretend like I belong where I'm at. Like if there's like a store window or something, I'm gonna be just looking in it, over
Okay.
it, just like, yes, I see. That is a fine pair of shoes. I should invest in that at some point.
yeah, I
Because
was gonna say
I'm dressed pretty, like, again, like, I do come from an affluential family, so my clothing is very well made and
your
tailored.
clothing probably came from this part of town
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's the
Mm-hmm.
the nice gentleman's club.
Yeah,
the
I
not
don't look
seedy
like I
club.
don't belong in this area, essentially.
Correct. I would say
Mhm.
that is a fair statement to make.
Yeah.
And I think what happens after a minute of like looking to see if it's like someone specifically following them,
Mm-hmm.
they continue to drag Dr. Biscuits down the street.
Cool. And when they sort of turn back away, and I would like to spring into action, and I would like to go after clearly the less intoxicated one. And I would like to sneak up
Okay.
behind him and slit his throat.
That
Okay.
escalated quickly.
I'm going to inform you of things Royce would know.
Yeah.
The bells toll, and there are
Oh,
crows.
yeah, that's right. That's right. I
circle
keep
when
forgetting
you
about
do
these fucking things.
I mean, you can do
Shit.
it, but I don't think it's going to.
It's not like the crows teleport there. They still take a while to come. But somebody will know there's been a death.
Been a death.
It-
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And,
they don't
you're
necessarily know
killing.
it's a murder.
You're killing a blue coat who has been already on your trail.
I'm
mean,
also
you can do
assuming
whatever
they're
you
going
want.
to. I'm also assuming they're going to kill Dr. Biscuits.
I mean,
Or interrogate him. I don't know of Dr. Biscuit's ability.
Wh-
I'm
Okay,
just warning
how
you
about
because
instead? Okay, because I did forget
Extra
about
heat.
these goddamn fucking crows. I did forget about these fucking crows. I would like to, instead, initiate a flashback
Okay.
of our first mission
I don't
together.
even remember what that was.
When
anymore.
we were able to secure some dynamites.
Oh, right. We went out to that island to pick up that dead drop, and there were other pirates there.
I forgot about that. Okay.
I didn't.
That was a thing I did.
Yep, some dynamites, and possibly in this, where I had taken some of these for myself, and had before this mission went to Dr. Biscuits, and asked him to modify these demolition tools to be more of a less lethal, more getaway sort of invention.
So make them more smoke grenades than
Bombs.
blowy uppy
Yes.
than fragmentation grenades.
More for a distraction than anything else.
Flashbangs.
Now I'm pretending Royce isn't. I have an image of Royce being a ninja. Poof. Gone. Anyway. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be one stress for you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're still going to have to make a roll to
Absolutely.
see how successful.
Because this is an ambush, I'm going to roll prowl.
I can help you with foresight. I'll do it's like lets me assist without taking stress, and I'll say that maybe we went over the a map of the streets. So I made sure to show you a couple of escape routes
Mhm.
to you could take to get out of
Right.
after
out of the
you.
way.
Cool.
Right.
If things go down.
Go
Okay.
for it.
So that's an extra dice.
Mhm.
Alright, so Prail with Risky, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the value? Limited, standard, extreme,
Probably standard.
standard. With an extra dice. Thank you very much.
Thank God for that. That's 6. Cool. Yeah, you are pretty confident that Dr. Biscuits maybe took the innards out of the dynamite, maybe used other chemicals, but
I hope it's
you
true
feel
because
confident-
essentially I'm rolling it into their feet.
and you don't want to blow up your
Yeah, I'm rolling it into their feet. And as soon as, like, there's, like, a trigger on it to where as soon as it touches someone's feet, it poofs. So
Okay.
just whoosh, like, into them. And as soon as whatever is happening, like, patoofs, Buddy is gonna run in, bite somebody's hand that's holding Dr. Biscuits just to give him a little extra escape leverage so that he can get out through the stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty thick and pretty
Mhm.
billowy.
Yeah.
Um,
You feel...
Dr. Biscuit actually probably feels Buddy like brush up against his body.
Yeah.
His
Should I...
body.
Let's go, buddy.
Well, then I guess I'll just reach down, hold his backpack, and trust Buddy to lead me out. I am using a seeing eye otter.
But he grabs your pinky and, like, tugs you towards where, like, the alley that Royce was in. And as soon as, like, I see that you're secure, get you coming in the direction, I motion for you to come in my direction. And we're gonna take one of the back alleys where, I will give you my jacket because it might be a little tight, but at the very least, it's different from what you were wearing before, and they might not be. And do you wear a top hat?
I
Does
do
now.
now.
Well, I'm gonna like take the top hat and chuck it in the garbage,
I'm glad that wasn't a sentimental top hat.
and slink through the alleyways away from these guys.
Okay, we're gonna fade out and we're gonna pan back over to the bar or the club, and we'll pull through the door because why not? It's cinematic and cool.
Mhm.
And pan right over to the bar. What are Ilya and Patches doing? We're gonna kind of rewind time a little bit too. So you just saw Professor Pancakes. I mean Dr. Biscuits.
I don't know. I guess I would probably be trying to exit the building discreetly. And I mean, if the job's done, what else were we here to do besides get information?
My understanding that was your big
That was
mission,
like her
the big
big
deal,
mission.
the big thing.
And this is just a place that they're known for serving bluecoats.
It's a place that bluecoats apparently frequent. This place isn't it's like not a bluecoat place. Like this is the high class
Right.
brothel,
Oh, okay. I see.
which also has a
Alright.
club.
All right. Wouldn't want to ruin everybody's fun then. I'll just leave. I won't do anything heinous.
Okay.
I'll probably just stay for as long as I usually do, so my actions don't seem suspicious.
Seems reasonable.
People start looking around like. "What's the
I just
bartender?"
didn't know if you guys were gonna do anything to help Patches. It was all. That was what I was curious about.
Yeah, I just don't want to seem suspicious if they don't know I'm part of the drafters yet.
Or the
The
drifters.
drifters. And I mean, as far as like y'all are concerned, I am completely capable of getting. Like that's why I was standing outside anyway. Is the to get anyone out of trouble that might have been dragged out.
Do I see the guy that saw me coming out of the room after I tied up the bartender?
Go ahead and roll just a regular d6 for me. Evens will be yes, odd will be no.
It's a 4.
Apparently that's a yes.
All right, then I'm gonna approach him and say, I have this, I have a coin with your name on it. If you will, forget what you saw earlier.
I mean, that's a lot of money even for in here. Like, yeah. What's your name? Who
Don't
are
ask
you?
too many questions. No, you take this and you shut up and you leave me alone and you go away.
That was my joke that I'm forgetting who you are.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I'm nervous because the crimes I'm committing. Bye.
The guy we see. I'm just imagining that Patches runs away in like the cartoons, like his feet. You hear his feet move, and then he finally starts moving, and the guy just has this like dumbfounded, like, I have no idea what's going on, but I've been paid to forget, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Not my problem. And then we pan out of the bar.
Cartoon. It's like a leather bag with a cartoon money symbol on it.
Yes.
The $sign painted on the side of it. Take this. Shut up.
Well, fantastic. Y'all meet back up at the house at some point eventually.
Yeah, I'm assuming Biscuits and I are probably the first ones there for sure. Pouring milk in his face, probably because that shit from the bomb was awful.
Yeah, Ilya is probably last, but that's just because she needs to seem like she's actually working since she's there that day.
So I'm like helping out Biscuits. I don't know what went on inside. Is Ilya okay? Is Patches okay? Did we do okay? Like, is everything okay? Are things okay? Did we get what we need?
Why do you keep saying okay all the time?
I don't know. Biscuits is paying attention to me.
Well, we can. Well, never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna say we can do your payoff, real quick, and then do our normal RP.
Okay.
Cool. So, I would say I don't actually know how much. I'm gonna guess that they're probably a 2 or a 3 tier. Should probably look that up. Faction. I just can't have my cheat sheet open and oh, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, I should have done this already.
Where's
Up there, but any given group doesn't have to necessarily have the full tier level
That's
of the
true.
whole group.
I just want to know for my information what tier they actually are. And of course, I was at the end of the document, so I have to go all the way through the document. I'm going to guess they're probably a 3 like the bill hooks are. But I would say these guys you're going to get a total of 3 rep from these guys in particular.
Hey, yeah.
Because they're definitely not lower than you. You're going to get some heat because of, well, several things. The smoke grenade and Dr. Biscuits being Dr. Biscuits. I would say I'm gonna go with 3 heat because I think it's somewhere in between contained and standard exposure and loud and chaotic and high exposure. But I don't think that you're quite at the level of being entirely loud and chaotic, only slightly loud and chaotic. So that's
That
why
was
we're gonna
minimum
go with 3 heat.
chaos for us.
Correct.
It's like not
This was
zero,
actually
just minimum.
I was gonna say for you guys, this is kind of not chaotic, although the delivery with the demon, that was probably the least chaotic you guys have been.
I don't know. I think that entire exchange was pure chaos, just not bad chaos.
Well, yeah, Royce lost his mind because he met a demon. That's
Oh
wrong.
yeah, totally lost his shit. Like,
It's fine.
mm-hmm.
And then he found out the demon was my friend from book club.
And I
And
was
then
right.
he lost his shit for a completely different reason.
And he has a sibling. Okay. So how much
Damn.
heat do you think we got?
3.
Three total? Like 3 more?
Yes.
Oof. Okay. 3 heat.
How much are you guys at total?
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just have to roll for entanglements, and we'll do downtime. It would have been more if you had decided to kill the guy.
Yeah, no, I know. I should have just done it.
I mean,
If they
I
would
guess
have,
that's-
if they would have gotten Violet with biscuits, like Royce would have done it. But luckily he was able to get there before anything like terrible happened.
You know what? You can just see what entanglement I roll, because I can never remember how to do. Well, so that I get to see it, and
Slash GM roll.
oh, it's the whole word. That's silly. GMR should work. If R works to roll normally, GMR should work.
Oh no.
Okay.
TM laughs.
Cool. Sorry, go on with your IP. I just wanted to do that before we got too far into it.
Beware this man.
Do we want to do crew XP for this mission or wait until later?
We can do it at the end when we all do it.
Okay, cool. Not a problem.
Or when y'all do it.
But we definitely did get the heat. Alright, cool. So as, like, before everyone, like, Patches catches up and Celia comes home and I'm just, like, kind of with Dr. Biscuits by himself. And I'm, like, helping rinse the smoke bomb shit out of your eyes. Probably not doing a great job because I'm not a medical, but I assume we have some goat's milk somewhere and I'm just, like, throwing goat's milk on your face to get the pepper spray / whatever out of your face. And I'm just gonna be asking, so, I wasn't in there. I didn't really see anything except for, like, shadows in the windows. Hopefully this didn't, like, get us into trouble to get you out of here. Hopefully you didn't actually, like, want to be taken. But what did we find out? Are we okay? Is everything okay? Are we not okay? Are you okay? Is Ilya okay? Is Patches okay? Are we all okay?
Everybody seems to be okay, and definitely thank you for that. I should have been able to do it myself, but obviously it's easier when somebody helps you out. Isn't that right, buddy? But yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting things to go that far. I was mostly just trying to act like one of the belligerent youth these days. While having Ilya pass on information to me that I could try to pass on to others, but things didn't go exactly according to plan. But Ilya did inform me all about the conversation she did have with that blue coat who was a little too deep into his cups, if you know what I mean. And it seems that the blue coats are onto us, but they're not onto us quite.
What? You're either pregnant or you're not. What are you talking about?
They are looking for the wrong people. Apparently, they're looking for a Professor Pancakes who belongs to a gang called the Drifters and such things like that. They know about some of us, but not all of us. But they have all of our names wrong.
I wonder if Costa gave them the wrong names on purpose. That could come back to bite her in the butt.
No,
Not Costa. The Whisperer. What's her name?
Yes.
Yeah, the
She
Whisperer.
has a name.
Yeah, she's the one that gave our names, right? Like, that got really,
Yes.
really beat up. Yeah. So, it could, like, she didn't mention that
It's
she...
Rhaenyra is the
Rhaenyra.
answer. I knew it.
She didn't say that she gave the wrong names, but...
Speaking of the Whisper, Royce, you feel this kind of presence over your shoulder.
I'm gonna turn around quickly.
There's nothing behind you.
What the shit? Hey. Is it cold? Like, is there a chill in the
You
air?
kind of feel like a chill.
Mm-hmm.
Royce does.
Yeah. I do have my Spirit Bane Charm on me. I'm gonna kind of walk around the room and, like, breathe in certain parts and see if there is a place that I can see my breath more than, other places.
The actual temperature
Mm-hmm.
isn't changing.
Right.
You just feel
Okay.
a chill. Like, if you walk around and do that, like, you can't see your breath.
I can't see my breath. Okay.
Yes.
And I kind of, like, stand there, probably just, like, in the hallway, like, just leaving Dr. Biscuits to himself, like, without even, like, saying why. I just suddenly left with, like, my hands on my hips, waiting for someone else to make their entrance into this scene.
I think Patches probably arrives a few minutes later.
Yeah. Just see Roy standing there as soon as you open the door, with his hands on his hips, like, looking very perplexed.
Take off my Groucho Marx fake nose and mustache sunglasses. Say,
Oh, I didn't recognize you, Patches.
yeah, it's my fine disguise, my fine cover identity.
You know what? It
It
works. I've known you my whole life, and I didn't recognize you. It works.
fold it up and put it in my lapel. Now that that's out of the way, I couldn't help it over here that mission was a success. From the next room over.
There's... I'm not good at this. While I was in the kitchen with Biscuits, there was,
The food or the man?
yes. There was a... Anyway, I was helping him get the pepper bomb spray out of his eye, and I felt like something was standing behind me. And it just got cold there, and I thought maybe if I walked around and, like, found where the cold spot was, I would find whatever is there, but, I'm not really... I'm good at shooting things, and I'm good at slitting things' throats and throwing bombs at people. I'm not good at this whole... this. Could you... But at the same time, like, I don't...
Carpentry? Is there a draft, is what you're trying to tell me?
No, there's, like, something here that I can't
Between
see.
us?
Yeah. What? No. Man, you're like my uncle brother, and that's weird. No. I mean, like...
brother, like, sister wife? Sorry.
You're my uncle brother.
Thank God, because I didn't want to have to explain to you why that was inappropriate.
You're my... No, man, take me seriously for a second here.
Are you talking about, like, the demon that we saw?
Yeah,
Something like that?
Yeah, something like that, or like a ghost or something. Like, something was, like, listening and, like, to me and Biscuits talk and was standing right behind me, I swear. but
Bryce,
I
you
couldn't.
feel like you feel like you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Oh man, what is No, something just touched me, and I don't.
They, I'll get I'll get in touch with my priest. Maybe you should go to confession in the meantime.
Why? This isn't a
And that
joke,
is-
dude. Like, what if someone's spying on us? Or
What? No, that's not a joke. I'm actually gonna get in touch with my priest.
As you say,
I know a guy for everything.
and as you say, if someone's spying on us, Ilya comes in and says, "I'm always spying on you."
God, Jesus, this is not.
I'm used to it by now.
Are you sure you didn't feel as or something like that?
No, it didn't feel like. Here's the thing: if it was as, I would have pissed myself. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way because that dude is scary. All right, was not. This was definitely just. There's something here, and it just touched me from like the veil. I don't know what the whispers call it. This isn't my forte. The two of you, I like look at like both of you. Don't you have like something to like? Can't y'all figure out a way to like talk to ghosts or see if there's something like supernatural going on inside my house?
At this
I mean-
point, Dr. Biscuits will pop his head in from the kitchen and say, "Royce, your auditor just stole my waffles off the counter and now
Who
he's
gives a
denying
shit? There's a
everything."
ghost in my house. Give the man his waffles, buddy. Shit.
Bring me that waffle, buddy. I need it. And I'll take the waffle and I'll hollow out the center and I'll use it.
He's got the
as
waffles in his mouth and he's still denying that he took them.
I'll use the piece of the waffle as the centerpiece for a Ouija board. That
God.
and yeah.
Feeling completely picked on and not taken seriously right now, Royce is gonna be like, yeah, fuck you guys. And he's gonna, still with his load, leave with his...
You don't want me to use the Ouija board?
with his the waffle centerpiece. He doesn't feel like he's being taken seriously, and I'm using this opportunity for me to go bio because I really have to pee, so Royce is going to go outside.
I'm gonna eat this waffle.
Okay, eat the waffle, Patrick. See if I give a shit.
Technically, I stole your waffle biscuits. If you want to get to the, if you want to persecute that that small furry animal, then you'll have to persecute me too.
Oh, you're allowed waffles anytime. Mostly, I was just annoyed that he was denying that he took them while his mouth was full of them.
He is a lying bastard.
I never should have taught him how to do that.
So what are we gonna do about this ghost if our friend Royce is possessed?
I can try talking to them, but I can only talk to them if they want to talk to me. So, I'm not a whisper. I just know a few things.
I'm not a whisper. I can play one on TV.
What if we get like some candles or like some spooky music or something? Would that help?
I don't know. I don't know too much about ghosts.
I can
I
play the
just know
oboe.
the language, like I said.
You also have know that of a whisper who has been mentioned. You know several whispers actually.
I feel like she just doesn't want to talk to a whisper. Not even gonna say why, she just doesn't want to.
I'll with Royce's permission, I'll send Buddy to fetch a whisper. But
Okay.
we'll get the okay from
Yeah,
him when
we
he's back.
can do downtime actions and revisit this.
Okay.
So does anyone have a downtime action? You do have 5 feet.
I guess I could reduce heat by planting more false information within the blue coats.
Well,
Or
now
like
that you
write
have,
up some false reports about the drifters and sneak them into the some of these people's pockets while I'm gonna like reverse pickpocket these people while they're drinking.
as long as you don't pull a foul out and put a lit stick of dynamite or a grenade in their pocket with the pin pulled, I'm okay with your reverse pickpocket.
No, just some misinformation. No deadly explosives.
Is that a stick of dynamite in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?
Wow, what did I come back to? Okay.
Oh, we were talking. Patches is
exactly.
going to reverse pickpocket, and I said as long as he doesn't put a lit stick of dynamite in the pocket, I don't care.
Isn't there a reduce heat button roll?
No, it would be a fortune roll using whichever skill
Yes.
you're using to do this.
All right, then it would be fortune that and that and that.
Woo! That's worth 2 points of heat down.
Nice.
Yep.
And my other downtime activity, I want to work on my clock that I'm using to try to secure the hideout.
Okay.
So I will use I'm fed up waiting on these people to come by and do it. I have all the supplies, so I'm going to try and study and learn how to do it myself, because if you want anything done right, you got to do it yourself.
Okay, seems fair.
And did somebody mark off that heat already, or does it need to be marked off? I can't remember what it was at.
I am not responsible for that paperwork.
What was the question?
Did you
Oh,
mark?
Did somebody actually adjust the heat?
Yeah, I did adjust the heat.
Oh, okay. So it's supposed to be at 5 after that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's at 5 total right now.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's worth 2 more points on long-term project.
All right, so I'm done with that.
Yep. So now there's bars.
We have a secure hideout.
Nice.
Well, a more secure hideout, yes. No Molotov cocktails through the window.
Well,
Oh,
until
sorry.
the doctor figures out how to, make ethereal Molotov cocktails.
Ones that pass through the walls. Don't give me ideas to put on his list of chemicals.
Ethereal Molotov. It's the fire that cleanses your soul.
Royce
Mm-hmm.
or someone else. Would you like to do your downtime actions?
Yeah, I've got some ideas. I guess first I would like to consider reducing our heat.
It is down to 3.
It's down to 3. I would
Yeah,
like to
Patches.
consider reducing our heat.
Okay,
um,
that's fine.
And the way that I would like to go about this is go to my dad, who is got some political leanings, if not a politician, right? Kind of like wherever he's at one of these afternoons, maybe catch him early in the morning or before he's about to leave his office, kind of thing.
Okay.
I just kind of want to like show up unexpectedly.
I'm sure your dad will love that.
Mm-hmm. Just sort of like as he like closes his door, I'm just like hanging out, like leaning against the wall with like my cap over my eyes, you know, my fingers crossed and my nice long trench coat. Like, what up? It's like, hey, Pops, how's it going?
You know I don't appreciate it when you come around unannounced.
Sorry about that. I was having lunch, and I figured I hadn't seen you in a while, so I'd stop by.
Your sister came by the other day.
Which one? Because I've come to realize that I have many more sisters than I even thought I did. Like, there's, like, the 6 that I know you had legitimately with my mom, but there's at least 2 that are illegitimate, so I need to know which sister for context.
Ilya.
Ah, well, she's, we've been getting to know each other. She's a good sister.
He just raises his eyebrow at you.
Speaking of, she was, working, and there was, I don't know, man, there was, like, this blue coat there, and it was pure coincidence, right? Pure coincidence that she was having a conversation with, and, I don't know, he, like, threw around some names that just sound very suspicious, like my nickname that you and Mom gave me as a kid, and I'm just, like, really worried because from what I understand, like, these guys are bad news. Like, this guy, RJ, not great. And I'm just, I was just wondering if you could just assure some people that these rumors that are going around are, it's not me, is what I'm saying, because I'm trying to become a legitimate bounty hunter here, with my other sister, and I just don't want bad things coming around to affect that, because, you know, I gotta earn a living somehow as the baby of this family.
Since when were you interested in what Costa does?
Well, you know what?
You seemed a rather against the man kind of kid.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I am. But I realized that, you can't just change things from the outside.
Go ahead and make a roll for me.
Mm-hmm. I would.
He's doing that dad eyebrow raise at you right now.
Right?
Trying to read it, what BS his son is trying to tell him.
Right. I'm assuming this is for sway.
If that's what you would like to use, then yes.
Is it a fortune roll or?
I mean, the consequences aren't going to be extremely high for you. This is also kind of like how much effort he puts into spreading your not rumor, your rumor against your rumor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Using his influence to keep my name on the good side of things so that I'm least suspected, sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay, so fortune roll. Come on. Input value 0?
It's you would if you're
you would do
using a
your
skill,
sway.
You'd use a skill and then choose fortune as your position.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I clicked on sway. I clicked fortune.
There's no extra dice.
And
that's
it's
what you're asking.
nope. It's still asking me if it's standard, limited, great, or 0.
Standard. That's just that it doesn't need to be there, but it's just a programming kludge. So.
Yeah, storyteller. Which one is it?
It doesn't matter. Just go with standard.
Okay. And no bonus dice. Yeah, no bonus dice. Oof. I would like to reroll.
Okay. I mean, that's still. I think that's technically still. No, that's probably not.
That would do 1 point of heat. But...
Yeah.
Yeah. I still would like to do a reroll.
Okay. Well, you'll probably get 2 6s this time, so it's fine.
I'm probably not. I'm not very particularly good. So, I have 2 in sway. Like, it's not.
I'm just saying.
bad.
It happened
Yeah.
to Ilya. It could happen to
It
you.
did happen to Ilya.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite, but I got a 5.
Okay, so
Mhm.
that is 2 segments.
And that was, yeah, cool. 2 segments off of Heat.
Yes.
Cool. I got that.
He kind of gives you the dad stare down for a minute,
Mhm.
and he, if it's not you, I don't understand why you're so concerned, but if you want me to tell my friends that you're a legitimate bounty hunter, which is odd phrasing, son, that you're a legitimate bounty hunter and not quite the rabble rouser that you used to be, then that's what I will share with my friends.
Thanks, Pops. Really appreciate it. And I'm gonna, like, turn to leave and then turn back away. By the way, tell me about this book club that Mom runs.
I don't do anything with the book club.
Yeah, I know.
I'm out of the house when it happens.
Apparently, me neither. But everybody I know, like, legitimately, everybody I know, has, like, been to this book club that Mom gets. So, the question is, do you know how to become what's going on with that? Is it, like, a secret society, or, like...
Why don't you talk to your mother about
You know,
this?
I tried. I even tried to talk to Patches, but no one is giving me a straight answer about this.
Have you said the words, "I would like to be in your book club, Mom"?
I shouldn't have to.
But I feel
I really, like, I'm the favorite. I really shouldn't have to. Like, is there, like, I'm just very worried. Well, according to somebody I met recently, I am definitely the favorite, and I'm gonna take his word because he's a big scary demon.
Dad, like, gives you this look like you have jumped off the deep end, son. I'm going, and he'll say to you, "I'm going home now, son. You should maybe take a rest if you're thinking about big scary demons."
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks, Pops. Just really appreciate you having my back.
It's the least I could do, son.
I know. By the way, Patches has been really fixing up the house. It looks great. The townhouse is fantastic. Just don't go in the basement.
I don't visit your home. I don't want to know what. And he just, like, starts walking faster away from you. Because now he's questioning everything.
I'm gonna, like, watch him sort of leave, like, part ways. And, like, once we're just kind of, like, out of distance from, like, away from him, I'm just gonna, like, let out that breath of just, like, being so tense and nervous. Like, I was keeping my cool, but I was just like, oh, man. I'm gonna go right.
Well, Dad's now wondering what's wrong with the basement.
And that's my first downtime action that I would like to do.
Just so you know, your friendly neighborhood ghost was, like, hovering over your shoulder for that whole conversation, and I'm not going to make you use a downtime action to deal with it.
You are gonna make me use a downtime action?
No, I am not. I am not.
Okay. But you're hinting that maybe I should.
Well, you should deal with it, yes, at some point.
Okay. Gotcha.
Anyone else have a downtime action they would like to do?
I mean, I still have a second one, but, like, did everyone do their first one?
Jammy did, or Patches did both of his.
Okay.
And nobody else has done it. If anyone has an idea.
Oh, I've got something of an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it's time that I construct a new device. Starting a long-term project, and yeah, it's shamelessly stolen from somewhere else, but there's a lovely picture of it in Discord now.
Oh?
Oh?
I hate how desktop Discord is silly, but I'll find it. Hold on. Someone's laughing, and that makes me nervous. But I'm
Sarah,
sure.
describe it.
Sarah,
No, I got it.
I
Well,
mean, it says
what about
right on
the
there.
viewers? The
Oh.
electroplasmic shock cane.
An implement of dubious legality.
I was actually looking at the thing above it.
Oh.
The Ouija board. Yes.
Waluigi board.
That
Wow.
is
Oh, sorry.
awful. I love it though. All right, so, but yeah, that sounds like a badass project.
Yes, I'll allow it. Since ghosts and demons and stuff seem to be a running theme now.
Also,
I
also
would.
blue code.
Well, okay, that's fair too.
all right.
I was thinking more of the it's electroplasmic. I was thinking it was more like never mind. You're just making a stun cane, basically.
Yeah,
A taser cane.
pretty much.
Cool. I would say it is probably a 6-segment clock.
All right.
Sorry, it's clear my throat.
I don't think you need to worry too much about all the fancy things.
Yeah,
I guess
so
I
pretty-
should ask you, like, are you just trying to have it so that it stuns the blue coats or whoever you're using it against and renders them immobile, or what is Dr. Biscuit exactly trying to do?
Yeah, stunning, rendering immobile, that sort of thing is what I'm aiming for. I mean, especially for those thuggish sorts who quick wrap over the skull is not quite effective enough.
Cool.
So, just and I mean, occasionally it might be useful on ghosts. It is electric.
It's electric. Boogie woogie. Boogie. Never mind. Sorry. Cool.
Woohoo! 2 points on that.
Wah! Woo! Oh.
And for my second exciting action, I am not really sure to go with. Actually, you know what? I will take training as my second action and use that to put 1 experience point into my playbook with a track, which finishes it. Yay! I get an
So-
additional ability.
Do we just hear random explosions from the basement as Dr. Biscuits is training and oohs and ahs and excited exclamations from Dr. Biscuits? Or how exactly does he train in the art of being a mad scientist?
Well, I'm going to use this to take the Fortitude special ability, which gives me special armor to resist fatigue, weakness, and chemical effects. So, most likely, I mean, there's going to be a few explosions, some crackling, lots of breaking glass. Every so often, I just wander into the kitchen or the parlor with, like, something on my face of various color, maybe smoke going over, and it's like, I've done it! And I'll fall down or smack into the wall.
Totally like a cartoon. Okay, cool.
Pretty much, I'm just, I'm doing the thing. I'm dosing myself with everything until I'm starting to get immune to it. Hopefully.
Seems legit.
Why
Ilya. Oh,
why pay for a guinea pig when you have yourself?
that makes sense to me. Seems like solid logic. Ilio, do you have any idea what you would like to do for a downtime action?
Yeah, well, I only have idea for one. If there's anything you guys think might be interesting for the other, but for one, I'm just going to train my resolve because I want to actually train my attune if I'm going to be able to speak with ghosts.
That
Seems
would be
legitimate. I'm imagining Ilya like following Royce around or trying to talk to the ghost that is the spirit that's bothering Royce.
Yeah,
Oh, so now you're taking it seriously.
I feel like Ilya just tries to be hiding from Royce, sometimes whispering to the spirit, sometimes trying to touch the spirit but touching Royce. So Royce doesn't know whether it's the spirit or Iliad.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. But creepy.
Like
but
just trying to like hover over my desk, going through my manuscript, and I'm just like, what is going on?
every once in a while, it like passes through you.
There's gonna be like a point where I'm just gonna like take my shit, like pack it up, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna go right in public now. And like just leave.
No shame.
Just because at least I'm being bad touched way less now. Like,
I'm just imagining it's like a tap on your shoulder.
yeah, that's bad
Yeah.
touch. Like,
Okay.
any touch that Royce doesn't consent to is bad touch.
I mean,
like,
that's fair.
mm-hmm.
Cool. Anyone? Royce, did you say you knew what you were doing for your
Yeah,
second dungeon?
I'm definitely gonna do probably 2 more and spend some coin for one.
Okay.
The one I am gonna spend coin for is actually my working on my manuscript, since I am gonna go right in public. I would like to very specifically because see if there's any sort of cafe or bar that tends to do have wannabe writers or decent writers, like maybe the writers I know on these dime smut novels, which are very good writers for Royce, apparently, to see if they're just like, I don't know, like where the writers like to gather in this town, so that maybe I could pick their brains for ideas as part of like maybe learn the structure of storytelling from.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm really tired, and the fact there have just been so many moments that I'm like on the verge of losing it giggling. Anyway,
You're welcome.
I'm a professional. I'm a
You're
professional. I
welcome.
swear. Hey, I put this into motion
Mm-hmm.
with that
You
stupid
did.
book club.
You fucking did, and I'm rolling with it because that's the kind of role player that I am. Like,
I'm not. If you think I'm upset, I'm not really upset by this.
we've had this conversation.
Royce knows that back in the more well-off district where the club is from last night, there is a cafe where writers frequent. You don't know exactly, specifically, necessarily who's who.
Mm-hmm.
Enough to know like who is the smut writers and who's
Right.
not. Also, you have a suspicion that some of them use a pen name and may not be males.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
like,
bring some of my Dime Snot novels with me.
Okay.
And what I would like to do is like pick like kind of pick a spot. Maybe like I would like to survey this place to see where the more intense writers are sitting at.
Survey is not going to be your role
Okay.
for your writing. Or
Right.
have you do something else.
Mhm.
Or there will be another point where I will ask for that role. So go ahead and survey the scene.
Okay.
Squeaked out a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a full success.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of walk in, and it's got like your like regular coffee shop cafe vibe to it, where there's a local one that's like up the street from you, where they have a kind of a corner in the front of the store with couches and nice chairs, and then they have a bunch of tables and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that catches Royce's eye is that there's like a writers club that happens to be meeting right when he shows up. And they're sitting in the comfy chairs at like more cushioned chairs at the front of the.
And this is where my coin comes in.
Oh, okay.
Is as I see these group of people, and and probably see what they're drinking. Or even not what they're drinking, but I'll go up to the counter and essentially be like, hey, that writers club over there, they pay for their stuff yet?
I mean, usually they pay on the way out in case like they keep a tab open.
Right. And I will slide my coin. It's like, tell them that RC Cola has covered their tab.
Are you a writer, sir?
Aspiring, yes.
That's what this group is for. Why don't you just walk up to them and...
Because it's rude. I want to be invited.
So you're going to just pay for their food and then vanish?
No, I'm gonna go sit down over there, like on the other side of the room, and you point to me, like, don't worry, it's covered, and you by that guy, RC Cola. I hear he's a aspiring writer as well, as I'll be sitting in the corner with my tobacco pipe and fancy hat and working on my manuscript to hopefully foster a conversation between me and these people.
The barista just kind of like looks down and hangs their head for a minute and looks back up at you like
I'm trying
I
trying to network. This is what networking is, right?
And I'm gonna say it's a female who just
Yeah.
like, are you like this when you try to tell a girl that you like her?
What? No, of course not. I'm not. I'm paying for their tab. Here, I'm paying for their tab. And when they ask who did it, just point me over and maybe they'll come and talk to me. I'm shy, okay? I don't know how to initiate conversations with people in like new groups, okay? Like, and I'm just gonna be like, oh man, and I'm gonna take my pipe and my own coffee, and it's like, just give me a macchiato. Like,
you see that there's kind of a tray being made of like fancy coffees and food and whatever, and she quick makes your coffee, and she takes the tray and brings it over, and you see that this group is primarily like females. Primarily women.
Of course they are. Like...
And Royce goes and sits at a table.
I'm gonna go sit I'm gonna strategically pick the table that is by a window, so if there's any light coming through the window, like, I have a faint glow around me.
He tries so hard. He got so far, but in the end...
it might matter this time. It might matter this time.
Cool. In a little bit, you see a woman that can't be more than like 23 or 24 come up to you, and
I'm gonna pretend like I'm just deep into thought as I'm like going through my outline of my manuscript, and just being like, but I definitely know she's there, and I'd be like, can't figure this out.
And she kind of looks down at the do you have the novels out on the table?
I have like some of them that are kind of like open and like with like highlighter in them, sort of like, and with like little like Dr. Scritchy notes in there, like it's like rising action, like, and I point to it and stuff like that's the kind of stuff, like, I'm like reference points, like it's almost like I'm studying this.
She will look down, and I like to think that the title of the book is on like the left hand page, and like the name of the chapter.
Yeah, it's the Glassblower's daughter.
I was gonna say it was like the Lusty Maid or something.
No, it's totally the Glassblower's daughter.
I'm here for the Glassblower's daughter, and she leans down and sees what you're reading.
Oh,
and goes, I really like that novel. Have you been enjoying it?
I find it's, sorry, pardon, I was taken aback. I didn't expect anyone to come and talk to me.
So
Yeah.
that's why you paid for our whole tab? You didn't want someone to talk to you?
Oh, that's just a humble gesture on my part. I apologize.
You could just come sit by us. Like,
Oh!
we like to have new people, like, come over.
Oh, thank
It's
you
an
so
open
much.
club. That's why we put a sign out.
There's a sign out? All I saw was a table of lovely aspiring writers who seemed so engrossed in their work, and I just wasn't sure how to, approach such a group that I fear that I just, well, and I kind of, like, look at the chicken scratch that's my manuscript and studying my dime spot, that I am not of the level to yet mingle with, but if you wish to have me there, then I would be most honored.
Well, let me see your manuscript.
I'm good. Oh, well, no stealing.
I wanna help you.
Right, I am, as of right now, trying to figure out the rising action of my story. I've got the main characters and the conflict, but the call to action, that's what it's called. I'm trying to get the call to action for my main characters figured out.
And so after, like, she sits down and, like, reads it,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, you can tell by the way she writes, like,
Mm-hmm.
the way she phrases things,
Mm-hmm.
Royce can suspect she actually wrote The Glassblower's Daughter.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything to Shet about that, but I'm, like, kind of curiously lift my brow. And, sorry, my name is Royce. I didn't get your name.
Oh, I thought it was the great R.C. Cola.
I mean, yeah, but, I mean, RC obviously is a pseudonym.
Is that your pen name?
Yes.
She just stares at you for a second while I find a name for her.
Rebecca.
Mm.
I don't know.
No Becky's in this game.
Okay.
I already have a Becky over here. She's a white girl. She's my goat.
I was like, where are you going with this?
I'm like,
Anyway,
don't get me banned from Twitch. Like, it's fine, it's a goat.
just want a name, not a family name. That's not what I want. What?
Colleen?
Oh, I should have just.
Amaretto?
We're going to go with her name being. She goes to you.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Lil.
Lil. It's nice to meet you, Lil. Especially someone who's, successful. And I'll, like, kind of nod to my highlighted copy of The Glassblower's Daughter.
She just looks at you for a minute and goes, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, of
And-
course,
and she-
absolutely not. You know what? You've successful at running a writing group.
She just winks and, well, if you want to join, like, we're almost done for this week, but, like, next week if you want to.
Absolutely, and I will go with them, and use this opportunity to learn a little bit about, writing structure when it comes to structuring my book. And what do I roll for my clock?
Whatever you want, you tell me. It's not my job to tell you.
Oh, man. Not
Lil-
good at...
Lil from the Writers Club needs to make it to. Oops, I didn't mean to show that to you. I hit the wrong thing.
Oh, I didn't see anything. So you're fine.
Good.
Because I have, like, my thing up. I will go ahead and use survey, if that's cool.
Cool.
Surveying their skills.
Sure. That doesn't sound creepy at all. Why is this not letting me do an unordered
There's
list?
probably a hidden window prompting you to do something.
So a 3? How does that help my clock?
So that is a 1 segment to your clock.
Okay.
Maybe that if you don't want to re-roll it, I would explain that maybe you just got the bare minimums of like how to write a manuscript from these guys and
I'm not
creating a compelling story, and
I'm more listening to what they're teaching me compared to like actually like writing the actual, like working on the actual manuscript. Cool. So that makes me halfway done with my clock. And I doubt I spent coin for that one, so just because it's not gonna actually like take too much time otherwise for my technically second one, I would just like to train in my prowess.
okay, cool.
There we go.
So, Writer Club Runner, Writers Club Runner.
Hi everyone, this is what this game is now. It's Royce's journey to become a dime smut novel writer.
You're welcome. Hope you enjoy.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Like, cool.
I would
That's
say
me.
I'm sorry, but I would have to be sorry first. Oh, sorry. Trying to make the list of people all pretty, and it's whatever. She's on the list now.
Mhm.
I don't know why it's not letting me. Cool. Rabbit or Jason? No, Jason, did you do your 2 time actions? You're muted.
Yes, I did a training
Okay.
and a long term.
Sorry. Cool. Then Rabbit, you're the last one to go.
I don't know what else to do. How much heat do we have?
Just one.
Just one. We're good.
Okay. Then is it cool if I do another training?
I think
We're
it's
allowed to do 2 trainings as long as they're different.
Yeah, you couldn't do it for Resolve.
Okay. Then I might do it for Insight.
Okay.
So, just today I don't really know what to do, so that's why I'm doing it. But I feel like for Insight I'm going to be just following Royce, like I said before, but instead of just trying to resolve to mess with the ghost, try to talk to it, I think I'm going to try to study it to see if I would be able to see it at some points when it messes with Royce, or just do anything to help with that.
Cool. So, speaking of talking to the ghost and studying it, Royce, are you going to visit your whisper friend?
no.
Okay. You want a ghost buddy? You can have a ghost buddy.
I figured that like I'd be doing that later, but not because I did 3 downtime actions. Like, are you telling me that I? But I wouldn't be visiting my whisper friend because they just beat the shit out of her for like possibly knowing us, and that's like
No.
Yeah.
She divulged all the secrets. They beat the shit out of Costa.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, no, I don't want to like physically be around her like purposely, essentially.
You also know that there are other people who are whispers who could potentially deal with the problem. Just, it might cost you
Yeah.
to do so.
Yeah,
That would
I
be the
figured
only
that'd
thing.
be something that Royce will look into if it continues to be an issue. But he, as of right now, is just going to pretend that it doesn't exist until the next time they get, like, time to do stuff.
Well, cool. Then I'm gonna say there's a knock at the door.
Oh, man.
I'll get it.
I'm already at the door, and I'm gonna open it. My face is covered in some kind of red powder.
Hello, Dr. Biscuits. It's Costa, by the way.
Blink repeatedly and like, right, I recognize your voice.
Are you okay? Like,
I
I feel like I should be mixing some concoction for you up. And you can tell, like, it's been a couple of weeks. She's much less bruised than, like, she was. She's able to see out of both eyes. Like, they're
that's
not the deep purple, blue, red color that, like, black eyes can be. Like, it started to turn yellow, which means it's, like, the bruises are starting to heal.
Well, that's 2 more eyes than I can see out of right now. So, come in. I'm sure Patches will be here in a moment. I'm sorry. I'll need to go clean up. And Dr. Biscuit starts heading down the hallway towards the door to the basement, and bangs into the into the desk, and then bounces off the other wall, and eventually manages to find the doorknob. Opens it up and heads in, and as you hear, he's heading in, and then you hear. I'm okay. Nobody needs to worry. So,
Dr. Biscuits, I always worry about you.
thanks. I hate it.
You're welcome.
It's been experimenting with,
Everything.
It's Dr. Biscuit experiments. I get it.
well, I mean, he's been taking lots of strange things, trying to build up his immunities and whatnot.
Oh.
Extra strange lately.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time. I don't know. Is Royce around?
Should be somewhere.
I walk in behind her with my pipe and my writer's cap. Oh, hey. Costa, I was out. Kind of like,
What?
what's up?
Well, you said you wanted potential jobs.
Yeah.
Well, I have one that's a little less than legitimate.
Well, step into my office, sis, as I lead her to the kitchen.
And as you see that, you could just see Ilya trying to stare your shoulder, see if the ghost will be visible or not.
Oh, apparently there's a ghost hanging out by me right now. Don't mind it. We've, like, nicknamed it Waffles at this point. So, if it gives you trouble, I'll just shoot it. So, what's up?
Well, I was I've got a smuggling mission for you.
Whoa, you with illegitimate smuggling missions. Tell me more.
Doesn't mean I don't have interests outside of what you think I do.
Of course.
I have clients.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to
Mhm.
find a mission for you to do, and I'm struggling at talking and doing that
It's okay.
at the same time.
Just so to let you know, there's I went to Dad to kind of inform him that I am legitimate just because we got, I mean, you already knew that we got blue coats on us, but somebody kind of told them more about us, and we've been trying to get the heat off of us for a bit. But at the same time, we also need to get paid, so I just don't want you to get wrapped up in anything that might hurt you again.
Well, it you're my brother.
Yeah. Ely is your sister.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know.
Patches, are we related? Are you also like an illegitimate child
No,
of my dad?
no.
Okay.
No.
Just listen, I
No.
gotta check.
Are you gonna interrogate every person you come across?
No. It came up in the moment, and that's just what I do. Like,
Well, I have an artist friend of mine who well, among doing art, also trades in art, and well, there is some works from a far off land that they need help smuggling to a bigger vessel between the isles.
doesn't sound too scrupulous. Easy enough. What do you guys think?
I know that the pay will be decent.
I could use some fresh air.
Yeah, and a little bit of culture. Where are we procuring this art from?
Well, they have it at a dockside warehouse, and
Mhm.
she'll like pull out a map, and she points to a place.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to be moved. There was an anonymous buyer who contracted with my friend to do this work and asked for someone who could be discreet, but not too discreet, but discreet.
Discreet. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, minimum amount of chaos. That's sure.
I know this is probably putting me in a little danger, since
But I mean, art
the
theft.
blue coats. Well, I meant more that because of the blue coats being on your tail.
Right. But hey, they're looking for some guy named RJ. So, who's that?
How did you get this information? Never mind. I can't know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't worry about us. We have our minimal chaotic ways of getting information. Who is this boy with this confidence? Like, where did he come from? Like,
It's because a girl didn't immediately shut him down.
yo, it's true. Like, or maybe he's just found his true passion in smut. Like, who is this?
I'm not. I'm
Well-
not sorry.
He could only talk well to his sisters and smut writers.
Right? Who is this?
Pretty much. I mean, you're not wrong on that.
Yeah.
I've kind of been. Are you feeling okay? Like, you
Huh?
seem to like not be such a little boy. Like, you have an air of confidence you didn't used to have.
I look very confused because as far as Royce is concerned, he has the same amount of confidence as he has always had. It's just that some people are maybe starting to recognize him. Okay, here we go. Well, I think maybe it just comes with getting some respect from my peers. And not being treated as a kid.
Well,
Including you.
I have always had your back.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm gonna bro fist her.
She bro fists back. Like, being related or not, I had your back.
Yeah, I know. So, what kind of art we taking?
Well, it's some statues and some paintings and
Statues, huh? Those things are heavy.
well, they're not huge statues. What, you don't want to do the
Statuettes?
job now?
No. I'm just seeing if it's something that the four of us will be able to handle physically, or if we're gonna need some extra hands. That's all. I'm like
Ah,
questioning my thought process. Here we go again.
At which point Dr. Biscuits will come out of the basement, say, "Me? I feel fine."
Nobody was asking.
And rather than
I'm still concerned, but okay, Dr.
rather than
Biscuits.
red powder on his face now, there's just kind of a green smudge.
Is he always like this? Are you always like this?
Oh yeah, he's always like that.
I,
What?
But he was able to convert a piece of dynamite into like a tear gas bomb, seamlessly. It was great. It was cool. He's useful. As long as the house doesn't come down, thanks to Patrick's improvements, we're good.
well, she looks at the map and kind of looks back at Royce and well and goes, "You be safe out there. I know I'm about to sound like your mom, but I am older than you, so
Mm-hmm.
I care about you and don't want to see you hurt, but I can't do this job myself, so thought I'd put your name in for it. You can meet them at the Vagrant Donkey
Oh, I know the place.
down by the docks,
Mm-hmm.
and they will give you more information. But I've got to run, and I probably risked way too much, and probably should have sent a courier with the note and the map. But you know, I'm a little reckless.
Yeah, it's
Occasionally.
alright. Where what's this person's name? What are we looking for?
She slides one more note down there. There will be a lady in a bright blue flowing dress.
Hmm.
She'll stick out like a sore thumb at that bar, and that's who you're meeting with.
Okay.
Told her that RC Cola is in charge.
Whoa, thanks. I'm in charge. Yeah, I'm in charge. I'm in charge.
We all know that's not true, but I decided to give her your name anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of like does one of the like, you know, jabs in the side that like brother sister like I'm ribbing you kind of thing. Not hard, but
Sorry, this is just super weird because we just literally found out that we were siblings, and I don't know if I'm ready for that level of like jabbing yet. I don't jab like that with Elia or like because here's the thing. I'm
jab like that all the time when you thought we were just friends.
Yeah, but the dynamic has completely changed because
Why?
because I was always just bullied by my siblings. So I have like trauma that I have to get over.
Leah lightly touches your shoulder.
Stop! Oh my god! Waffles! Don't!
And at this point, I'm just at the comment about being in charge. I'm just going to give one of those big, slow, obvious, winks at Patches.
But anyway, I should probably get going, and well, I'm going to be taking the long way and the back way home here.
Yeah, good idea.
Like the scenic route.
Oh,
Y'all,
how's Betty? Did the babies happen?
I think it'll be any day now.
Okay. Alright, keep me updated. That's
I'll
why
be
you
sure
came
to-
here. That's why you came here. You wanted to talk to me about otter babies.
Speaking of otter babies, are you gonna help me feed the little buggers?
That's why I gave you money. To hire someone to feed them.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. She'll do finger guns at you and be like, "Okay, bro, I'm out."
Okay. And as she like leaves, I'm gonna look at everybody. can't mom otters, like, isn't that why they have nipples to feed their babies?
I think that's the
They're
perfect line.
reptiles.
I think that's the like perfect line to fade out on, because it should be about 3:30, and we still have to do XP
Yeah.
and sign off.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
We'll have a setup for next time.
Mm.
Like, isn't that why mom otters have nipples? Sorry. That's gonna be burned into my brain forever now.
Isn't that why mommy otters have nipples?
World may
And-
never know.
Anyway,
Find out next time on on this show, The Drafters, Ballsy.
the drafter ballsy.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
taking on all these jobs, we are very ballsy.
The drafters are ballsy. Anyway, cool. Thank you for playing. We should do XP here quick.
Let's do our crew XP first. How's that sound?
Okay.
Because we always go into ours and then like we've just forgotten to do crew XP most like the previous 6 episodes. So it's like yeah.
I mean,
All
that's
right,
fair.
guys. Did we execute a successfully smuggling or acquire new clients or contraband sources? Especially for you guys that were in the first half of that.
We. Let me see. What are the two things?
Did
We landed-
successfully. Oh no, we didn't actually do that. That's
Successful
Landed-
smuggle or acquire a new client or contraband sources.
Yeah, we learned information, but we didn't get a new client.
Mhm. Not yet.
And
Well, technically,
Unless-
we just got one at the end of the.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give you one for that.
Okay. Alright, do we contend with challenges above our current station?
I think so because we already established the blue coats are higher tier than us.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't just deal with the lower tier blue coat, but went a bit above them as well.
We didn't really affect our reputation because we were trying to kind of do the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to figure out what our reputation was.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it would have been. I would say it would have been more daring to actually go to like the Blue Coats like headquarters specifically to try to get information
That is,
Mhm.
yeah, that's true.
rather than
Use territory that we were familiar with.
yes.
Do we express the goals, drives, inner conflict, and essential nature of the crew?
Oh, it was definitely our goal to further investigate what information the Bluecoats had on us in order to determine what we need to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely a goal. And the essential nature of the crew is that we are very much reaching the point where we're playing into each other's strengths. You know, Patches can do everything. Ilya can be very seductive, and I can be incredibly distracting.
Everything. I don't know if I can do everything.
Whatever
I'm-
Patches can't do, I do incredibly well, which is usually like ambushing.
shit.
Yeah, wreck shit. Yeah.
My profession is bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
Going together and each of us working our strengths.
That'd be 1 or 2 or 0, my dear storyteller.
I'm gonna say 1 in addition to your other 1. Also, you guys should have had 4 rep total because of the crew skill of leverage.
So we're having right now
You
for
should have
1 more rep.
yes.
Okay, yeah, that's right, because of leverage. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is the cruise sheet experience. I'm gonna let everyone else go because I have to pee, and I'll go last.
Okay, Rabbit, would you like to go through your questions and figure out how much XP you have?
Yeah. So first, I addressed a challenge with deception or influence. Well, yeah.
Yep.
I expressed my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yes. Struggled with issues from vice or trauma. No.
Okay. I would say 2 XP, 1 XP. 2.
Yeah, because too.
Cool. Patches. I mean, Jammy.
I think for patches, I'm only going to get one for addressing a challenge with calculation. It's because I was mostly supporting character this session. I wasn't really out front
Yep.
tackling
I
challenges.
would say using your flashback or using a flashback to become the bartender was a good use of the mechanics. And had things gone really south, it would have been useful to have you right there.
That was fun. Yeah. So I think I just get 1 XP, but I'm okay with that because I still have a new ability from last time that I haven't got to use. So
Cool.
I've got plenty of stuff to play with this character.
Yay, son. I mean, Jason. We can't hear you.
Am I muted again?
No, your volume, your input's just low.
There it goes. This better?
Yes.
Seems to be incredibly picky where it is. I moved it like 1 millimeter or so. But okay, addressing a challenge with technical skill or mayhem. Not really technical, but there's a bit of mayhem there in the bar.
I think it was definitely minimal mayhem, but still mayhem.
I'll give it to you. I feel generous.
And expressing beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Not really sure. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of mostly in the background for this one too, like patches. So,
It's okay to be in the background sometimes.
Oh, there goes your mic.
so,
There you go.
yeah, I don't really think that I got the 1 point. So
I would agree.
it looks like to me.
Cool, take your point.
Fine, I will.
Good riddance. Okay, anyway. Val.
Okay. Did I address a challenge with tracking or violence? I would say that whole skulking while trying to rescue Dr. Biscuits was definitely if not anything, definitely a tracking situation there. I wouldn't call this, I would actually say that using the smoke bomb was not violent. So I would definitely not get 2 there. Did I express beliefs, drives, and heritage of my background? I mean, yeah.
You went and talked to dear old dad.
I talked to my dad, like, getting in on, like, you know, that was definitely something from my heritage. I would also like to argue that I expressed some drive as well with going to the, inserting myself very suavely into this writers group.
When you literally could have just walked up, hey, I'm a writer, I want to be in.
Yeah.
And they would have said yes.
Yeah. So,
Okay, fine. I'll give you 2 for that.
Thank you. I did not struggle with issues from my vice or traumas.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody, because I don't have to do XP, because I just get all of it anyway.
That was quick.
Yes. I'm awesome, therefore I get all the XP.
No.
Are you gonna? Oh, fine. I'm not. Anyway, Let's do outros. I don't remember who we start with. Is it me again? Or not me again?
No. So thank you everyone for coming and showing up. That was fun. I always have a great time playing this game. Sometimes I feel like I take up a lot of the role play time with my downtime, but I just hope it inspires you all to do the fucking same. So, like, thank you. We had a subscription from German in chat, so thank you so much for resubscribing for 18 months. Thank you, sir. That is 2 babies. German and I have officially had 2 stream babies. With that. And yeah, as far as the rest of the week goes, we have a very, very full week of TTRPG content. We are off tomorrow, but Wednesday night we have the Revenge of the Gith, which is our D&D 5e campaign. Thursday morning we have The World of Ashenfell, another 5e campaign. And then on Saturday, we have our Dragon Age RPG. So, yeah, check us out in the upcoming weeks and follow us. And remember, we are a charity stream. Thank you so much. And we will go the opposite way that we started. So, Sahara, tell us where we can find you on the internet, all of your goodness and that kind of stuff.
You can find me on the Discord, and I'm not really too big anywhere else on the internet.
Okay.
But talk to me in the general chat.
All right, cool. Hey, Jamie.
Same, pretty much. I'm on the Discord. I'm on Twitch at Spider Jelly, and that's about it.
Okay.
I'll be here on stream a lot.
Awesome sauce. Jason.
I hang around the Discord, but otherwise, you don't need to follow me on the internet. Follow people organizing the protest for Black Lives Matter. That's very, very important, and definitely more important than me.
Okay, absolutely. And of course, last but not least, our wonderful storyteller, Theater Nerd.
Hi, my name is Theater Nerd, in case you forgot. And you can find me on the internet everywhere at Theater Nerd. I don't have anything going on this week until next Monday night. Opposite Mondays of this game, I should be in a Call of Cthulhu game that should be streamed, barring anything life happening. Last week it was small children who needed to be watched. How dare, but it's okay. Adorable babies. Anyway, I think that's all for me. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being awesome. I also enjoyed my time. And yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And normally we would be rating someone right now, but unfortunately Twitch is being an absolute nightmare today. And I get errors for, like, my live followings. I don't even know who's live right now to go and raid. So, there are lots of people in the TTRPG community you should follow. So instead, we're just going to sign off normally and everybody wave bye.